What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and today we have in front of you none other than the Decepticon Rumble Blue. And Rumble Blue comes with the following accessories. We get 2 pile drivers here. They're static, they don't move. They got this little indentation on top. It looks almost like a cassette. If you can get a close up of that. And we get 2. Then we get the weapons. I tried to chrome them out, they just didn't look good, so I'll probably do them at a later date, but they are the same, those wing looking guns, so you get 2 of those. You can see that right there. And of course we get none other than the cassette Rumble. And Rumble, well, he looks just like his G1 counterpart in colors. And they did a good job of kind of replicating how he would have the reel-to-reel here. We're going to do some comparisons, of course. I'm going to move them out the way for a second, and this is the packaging. And inside the packaging, you may or may not be able to see it, but there is instructions. Very simple packaging, very, as it should be. 9 steps to transform, all that good stuff. So, yeah, he does look good. All right, so we're going to move the box out of the way. First thing we're going to show off is how he fits in Soundwave. So here is the Walmart Netflix exclusive Soundwave. You've seen him before, and we're just gonna pop in him here in his cassette mode and get him in there. You see it like that, and boom, like that, how the colors look and everything like that. Can't wait for the red version, which I don't know if they're gonna call him Rumble Red or just Frenzy, but I don't know, we have to see. But other than that, that's how he looks inside of Soundwave. And now we're going to compare him to some other versions of Rumble. And we're going to go back just a little bit here. And we're going to go back and hearken to the days of G1. Now, for the record, this is the reissue from Walmart. This is technically Frenzy. And believe it or not, the old cassettes had a little weight to it because they did have metal parts like metal toes and I think metal fists. But compared to each other, this will not fit in the Soundwave. He should be, because he's too big. But as you can see here, this was, because most people, if you got him, you would say he's Rumble, even though, he's Frenzy, but it's Rumble. Rumble is blue, Frenzy is red, the river. And that's a comparison of the size of the two. And they did try to match them up similar as far as the micro cassette aspects of it. You can see where they matched it up pretty good, as best as they could. Fair assessment, but I do still like this one. But this is the Walmart version. We're going to set that to the side for a second. And then we're going to show off the next iteration of Rumble. Now, this has been released quite a few times. This is basically IDW Rumble. Or Dreamwave Rumble. I don't know which one it is. It's not, it's of course not G1, but this is one of my favorite Rumbles. This is from the United 2-pack of Rumble and Frenzy, and yes, Rumble is labeled blue. This was set to come out to America back in the, I want to say Reveal the Shield, but they never released it. I guess I know why, but as you can see here, he's a tank versus he's a cassette, and of course that's crazy comparison. Then after that, we're going to move him out the way. And then we're going to bring in none other than the, I believe this is the Frenzy from the cassette, the 4-pack or whatever. And you can see here, they're pretty much the same size. Let me flip them over, but you can see here the head does not go down. So it's kind of going to be showing. And if you flip them over, of course, you can see the Rumble chest. Now, I kind of still prefer the gold chest that kind of matches the toy a little bit, because I feel like this is kind of faded a little. It's not prominent, but it still works. And as you can see here, I still, I think this is just a better overall Rumble than this one. But, they both fit into a cassette form. They're the same size. Unfortunately, I don't have my ruler. I don't know where it is. And I'd have to go searching, because I did do some stuff, and like I said, I really don't search a lot, so as because I gotta be somewhere else. But as you can see here, these are both, they're both cassettes, and that's pretty much the size of it. Now we're going to go ahead and transform him, and we'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, and we're back by YouTube magic. Let's go ahead and get Rumble transformed. So first things first, you want to do here is untab everything here. You'll see the tabs here, like a little indentation there, and you just kind of pull it down. Pull it down, man. You almost done. They say 9 steps. I don't count that thing. And then when you pull the legs down, next thing you want to do is just pull the arms down. Well, before we pull the arms down, this thing's so tiny. It's very tiny. Let's open up the fist, which I had a hard time doing that, but they're right there. And that's the first one. Then we're going to do the second one. Open up the fist. Now let's look at the body. And we're going to fold the arms down. And he almost looks like he has the pop-up head like the original G1, but he doesn't. And turn the legs facing this way, and then the feet come down here. So they got a lot more going on than they did with the one that came with the 4-pack of tapes. Then after that, here's the head. And voila, you got Rumble. And I'm telling you, man, he does look good. We're going to talk about comparisons here. Let's get a close-up of the head sculpt. As you can see it there, very Rumble. It's got the lavender and light blue colors. Looks really nice. Articulation, arm rotates around. Head does swivel and can kind of look up and down because of the way the head that transforms. The head can do a 360. No waist swivel. The feet do swivel because of the ball joints in here. No feet swivel. It doesn't need it. It's too small. He does have a nice leg knee bend, so you can get a lot of posing. Not too much, but you're going to get a lot more posing. Now the next thing is the 2 guns, which go on the back. Like I said, I partially did a chrome set with these, but I didn't. And if you want to give them that classic Rumble look, these still need to be chrome. Just put these on. And boom. Here comes the dynamite. And that's Rumble. Hey, you want to tumble with Rumble? You know what I'm saying? That's your boy. Now, to activate the pile drivers, what you're going to do is I turn it this way. Now, you can turn it the other way if you want. And make sure to fold the fist in. And fold the fist in on the other side. So now we're getting him ready. And you'll notice here on the pile drivers that he has these holes here. I swear, big giant gaping holes. And that's where you will put them in here. So basically what you're going to do is just put it in there like that. And you should get a nice little click. Same thing on the other side. It doesn't click like it does on the other side. I don't know. Maybe I may not have it in all the way. But anyway, I don't really want to break this toy just to show it off. But like I said, with the pile drivers, he doesn't really have much. It's not like he can, they go boom, boom. They don't slide down. I'm sure a third party will make one that's similar to do that. But of course, you can get the, static, kind of like a seating pose with him going. And I think that's pretty cool. So we're going to compare him to the other Rumbles that exist. And like I said, I don't have a ruler. But I want to show him off with one of the Rumbles that actually does have the pile driver effect. And that is the United version. And I never reviewed this. I should have reviewed this. But the United version did have that effect. So basically all you had to do was flip these up and flip the other side up, other arm up, I should say. And then what you do is swing it around like so. Take these, fold them down. That way you don't look crazy weird. And voila, you had pile drivers. But what was a cool, interesting feature about these pile drivers were on the side, it's a little button, and everything just came down, so you can get the, pound cake. You married men out there, when you gotta do your 8 hours, you know what I'm talking about. Pound cake. So yeah, and that's just glue because I had to make the joints a little tighter, but you can see it here. He has that. Only thing is kind of weird is you had to kind of pose him. And like I said, I'm not gonna really go into detail on him. I might review the set one day, but I think this is as much as we can do. But compared to the two, it's always been years ago. They gave you more features than they do nowadays. So, we got what we want, and we got what we paid for, and we got what Hasbro's going to give us. We're going to compare the other two Rumbles, and then we're going to wrap this puppy up in just a few moments. All right, we're going to show off the guns. So when you want to put the guns in his arm, you just basically take this off, and it pegs in right here. That's about as much as you're going to get as far as the guns. But again, he looks pretty cool. The guns here, let's get a good look at that. Oh yeah, looks good. All right, so we're gonna do some quick comparisons and wrap this puppy up. We don't need to do 40 minutes on this. And here he is compared to the Rumble that came in the 4-pack. And as you can see here, he's got way more proportion. The proportions are better than this one. I feel like with him, he just felt squat and just didn't look very good. This one just looks a whole lot better. And it's not the colors, because like I said, if they did this in this style with the colors, I'd still be happy with it. But this one just, there's a lot more faithfulness to G1. And finally, we have the G1 version, which is, he's bigger. And he has the metal toes, but they don't stay out. So unfortunately, you can't do anything. But just to get an idea of what they look like together, here is Frenzy Rumble and SS'86 Rumble. All right, that's it. We're gonna keep this short. I'm gonna say this, and let's get in a little bit closer to him. It's about right there. I'm gonna say this. This is good. I like this. This is just plain good. The accessories are on point. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't go wrong. I think that for a lot of people, they're going to be happy with the figure. They're going to be pleased. I mean, it's this little figure, but he looks like the part. He's got the pile driver, something that we have never gotten with any of the Rumbles, like actual, real looking pile drivers. And I think that for a lot of people, they're going to be pleased. There's not much to talk about with this figure. He's tiny, but he's got a lot more of a oomph as far as the proportion and size than the other Rumble did. So yeah, this is a worthy purchase. I think it's like $14 or something like that. At some places 12, 11, 12, something like that. So go ahead and pick them up. So I ain't got no more to say. That's it. So this is Super Robot Ed signing off with the Rumble review. Until then, we'll see you soon with no news and reviews. Until then, bye-bye.